I can.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So thanks very much, guys, for coming along today. My name is Michelle Hill, and together with Dinesh Karki,
Namaste.
we are helping people understand about trekking in Nepal. Now, just a little bit of background for me. I first went trekking in Nepal in 2015. I did the usual, signed up, went to Everest Base Camp, not really knowing what I was doing or not ever having done a long trek before like that. So I was pretty pleased with myself when I managed to survive and successfully get to Everest Base Camp. And so much so that I came back 2 years later and I did the Annapurna circuit. And the last probably 6 months or so, Dinesh and I have been talking about ways to help people understand what it is about coming to Nepal and why it's special, and just some of the things that, you know, I kind of wish I knew before I went the first time, because I turned up in Kathmandu not even knowing that I needed to use trekking poles. So I was a rank beginner. Anyway, that's a little bit about me. I'm going to let Dinesh introduce himself now, and then we will get into the meat of today's discussion, which is Annapurna Base Camp trek and the tour that Dinesh has just finished.
Okay. Thank you, Michelle, for letting me do my introduction. Good morning, everyone from Nepal. I am Dinesh, and I'm here for last 20 years in Kathmandu, but I was born and brought in the eastern part of Nepal in Mount Everest region, where is the big mountain in the world. I was born in there. Then 22 years ago, I came here as for my educations and for work. And I started at the same time the porter job. Porter means like really like, like we have to start from beginning to build your career in trekking sector. Then I spent like 7 to 8 years as a porter, helping people to carry the big bags in the mountains. Then after after getting some experience, and after 6-7 years later, I get like little experience and get upgrade as a assistant guide and helping as assistant guide like a couple of years. Then finally I became a senior guide, and then I've been guiding one of the toppest level company in Kathmandu last 12 years. And then since 2015, we have our one company called Nature Explore Trek. We run like about 8 to 9 years now already. So I've been trekking and leading the group all over the Nepal, such as Mount Everest region, Annapurna region, Langchang region, Kanchenjunga region, Manasulu region, everywhere, like all over the Nepal, includes Tibet and Bhutan, like India, many more. So also I've got opportunity during my journey to visit western part of Europe, like western part, all of us like France, German, Switzerland, Italy, couple of times, and I also did trekking there. And now we're working our like 10 to 15 guides together in my company, which we are talking about Nature Explore Trek. Since this our 9 years journey, we have got good reputations from our clients, and we're enjoying the working. And that's I want to tell for now. So let's go ahead, Michelle.
Okay, well, I'll just add to Dinesh's comment that the good reputation they have. They do have over 100 5-star reviews on TripAdvisor, if that's the sort of research that you like to do on people. So just quickly, Dennis and Rita, have you trekked in Nepal before? And if you have, where have you been? If you haven't, what are you looking for?
Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Rita.
Yeah. I have traveled to the Everest Base Camp in Nepal, and then Kilimanjaro I did in August this year, just 2 months back.
Okay. And you're looking to come back to Nepal soon?
Yeah, I'm interested in doing the Annapurna circuit trek and maybe in April end or beginning of May.
Okay, awesome. And what about for you, Dennis?
For me, I've never been to Nepal before. So 6 years ago, I think my first big trip was to Kilimanjaro.
Okay.
That was my first like a real serious hike. And then 2 years ago,
That's a
I
good
went
way to
to.
start.
I know. I don't know. I guess I didn't know anything better.
Same as me. I'll just get on a plane and go and do Everest Base Camp.
Right.
Very much.
Decided to pick one that's like tall enough to enjoy it. And then 2 years ago, I went to Dolomites, Italy, and this year, went to Tour du Mont Blanc in France.
Okay.
So, and my group has been thinking, what's our next adventure? So I figure, I looked around and there's like a lot of Facebook groups, and I found the Annapurna circuit track. So I figure, I want to do that next year. So it's probably going to be more towards the later part of next year.
Okay,
So
cool.
right now it's just like in planning phase.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, this is a good time to start asking questions, isn't it?
Mhm. Yes.
Yeah.
And where are you based, Dennis?
California.
Okay. And what about you, Rita? Where are you based?
I'm from Delhi, India.
Okay, cool. So I'm in Brisbane in Australia. And Dinesh is in Kathmandu. So we're very international today.
Yeah.
So
Rita and I, we are very close.
Right.
We're neighbors. Yeah.
Yeah. So what we thought we might do is I'll pop a map up of the Annapurna Base Camp trek. And then Dinesh is just going to talk a little bit about that. We'll look at some photos from that trek. And then we'll just open it up for you guys to ask, if you want to know more about Annapurna circuit, Dennis, rather than the base camp. And same for yourself, Rita. If you've got specific questions, we can expand this out as far as you like. There's no set agenda here, no right or wrong questions. So let me just get the map, and then I'll turn it over to the person who knows 1,000 times more than me. Over to you, Dinesh.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, just walk us through like the normal route that you guys do, and I'll leave the map up so people can see what the altitude is and all that sort of stuff.
All right. So let me go into this map. So of course, everyone we meet in Kathmandu before we departure our trek to Annapurna Base Camp. These are the groups from California anyway, same region from the Danish, and we drive to Pokhara first day, and we spend like overnight in Pokhara. Then we drive all the way up to the Ulleri next day. It is our second day, and then we continue when we stop. Yeah, here. Yeah. Because now it is already the road. They build the road in mountains. Yeah. Because we drive here because some people they trek from earlier from route like from Nepal or here also, but our group has a limited time. That's why we create itinerary accordingly. So we drive to Ulleri, and then same day we trek to Korepani. It is like 2,800 meters. It is our first night sleep. Yeah. And then early in the morning, we went to Punil viewpoint. This is one of the popular viewpoint to see all these Annapurna Himalayas from here, including like 8,000 over mountains called Mount Annapurna and Mount Dholagiri. Both mountains we can see from here, like all these mountains. And then on the day second, we go here and then we come back down. We have lunch here, breakfast, and then we trek to Tatapani. That was our second night of my latest trek. And from Tatapani, we trek down to this way, Chomrong and Sinua, like somewhere here.
Down here. Sorry, yeah. I'm trying to follow it on the map.
Yeah, we cross this town, yeah, and then we get to Sinua. Because of according to our time limit, we made like that kind of itinerary. But normally people stop in Chomrong.
Right.
Okay. But we went a little further because of our time limit.
Right.
And
So just sorry to interrupt. So you adjusted the overnight stays and the actual length of the trekking time to suit the time that your group had, right?
Yeah, we make itinerary according to people interest and their timetable from, so we don't stay in our itinerary. Whatever flexible for people, we make like that. Because of this, our yogi groups, they have a time limit, only 2 weeks in Nepal. That's why we make the itinerary like little different than others. Because of we just covered their time, including 2 cities of Kathmandu and Pokhara, and all like travel dates in like international travel dates. Like that, okay? From Sinua, we trek down to Bamboo, Dobam, and then we stay here, the Raleigh. Yeah? This is like quite long day, but we enjoy it. This section of trek is a little harder because we're already going up to the mountains, but we enjoy it. We had a very good time. We stayed into the forest, and it's quite shadow, but nice on the walk. Especially when you start to walk, you're getting like hot, even in mountain because of the temperature.
Yeah.
So on that day it is shadow and not sunny. So that means we feel better and we could walk like easily with like we didn't feel like that hard. So we spent another night in Deorali. It is like already 3,300 meter high. That means we already feel like little higher altitude. I mean, not a sick, like we can feel, of course, when we get higher. From Deorali, we trek to the Machu Picchu base camp. It is like Machu Picchu is like a crystal mountain base camp. Machu Picchu is Macha is in Nepali peace, in English peace, in Nepali is Macha. Then we trek all the way to ABC, Annapurna Base Camp. This is our highest night we sleep here. ABC is like 4,130 meter high, and then we stay here for the purpose of seeing the sunrise next morning. So and the next morning we have a very good sunrise view, and then we trek back down all the way to Bamboo.
Oh, that's a big day.
It's a big day, but our body used to do it. When we summit up and then coming down is much easier.
Yeah.
Because we used to eat, and then we feel like we become higher. Now we're going down. That means we will get extra energy.
Yeah.
Then we can go down. This is like a normal itinerary. So we're not making like long this is normal general people do this.
Yeah.
Okay. From Bamboo, we trek down down to here, across the river, come down, and Chumrong, again Chumrong, back to Chumrong. Still we're in the same trail. From here, we're going to a new trail down to Jinudanda.
Oh yeah, I've been there.
Yeah, Jinudanda is the place, very beautiful place, and it is our last night. I'm talking about our trip, okay? So it was our last night, and we spent overnight here. Here you can see the hot spring. The hot spring is like natural hot bath. It is the water is grown nearby I think so many hot spring in California, I guess. So Dennis know that. And we can have a good relief from the hot water, after a long trek. And we had a good time here. We did the same. That was our last night, and we celebrate all together with groups, our like supporting staffs, everyone. The next day we trek. Sorry, not in this map. I'm sorry for the showing here now, but we take like jeep from here a little further. Like after 1 hour, half an hour walk across the river, and then we take a jeep to back Pokhara. That way.
All right, so that you could get back in time.
That was our like 7-night 8-day trek.
Yeah.
So we did like that kind of trip, but normally people do it. Some people can make also 10 days if they have enough time.
Yeah, because I know this is from your website, which says 12 days, but that includes the time in Kathmandu as well.
Yes. Yeah.
Right. Do you, Dennis or Rita, do you have any questions about that at this stage?
I haven't considered the base camp track, so I don't really have that many questions. Are there like overlaps between base camp track and the circuit track?
There is. Do you want me to get up the map for Annapurna Circuit, Dinesh?
Well, maybe I should ask which one. Which one is more scenic and more fun to do?
Yeah.
Because I have like some very picky group.
All right. Well, what I might do is we'll just quickly go through some of the photos from Dinesh's recent trip. So that'll give you a bit of a view of what they saw.
Sure.
And then I'll grab a map for the Annapurna Circuit trek. And then we can talk specifically about that, because that's what Rita's interested in as well, I think.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do that. Let me find where I'm not super techie, so if I lose you. Right. Okay. So these are in not super specific order. They're more, Dinesh sent me just a whole pile of photos. So as I click through them, Dinesh, if you just want to quickly tell us where everyone is, then we can get a feel for the tour that you just did.
Sorry, this is a big group?
Yes, this was like 20 people.
20 people, okay.
Yeah. This was in the Gorepani, the overnight, like we were staying, and we were waiting dinner.
Right.
Okay? So some people food already coming on table, and some are waiting, and some are, we can see like some are eating.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the boys are serving. You can see all the boys standing, and I'm somewhere here. Some are eating. So it is in dinner time.
So I'll just like go through like a slideshow, and if you want to like stop me at morning yoga.
Yeah, this group was the yogis group. So there is some teacher who going to teach, like she's here. It's called, our name is Sujani, and she's going to teaching like every time, like I mean lunch time, little bit, morning time, little bit, as people interest.
Yeah,
we're doing this yoga in Ulleri. Before we had a lunch break, and during between the lunch cooking and there's a little free time, and they started to do little yoga.
Nice view to do yoga too.
Yeah, it is a nice place to see all the way down to beautiful landscape.
I'll keep going.
Same picture.
That's the
and this was the picture we took before we departed our hotel from Pokhara.
Right. So just to give Dennis an idea, so they booked as a group of 20. How many guides and how many porters did you have with you on this trip?
We have 5 guides, include me, for 20 people, because some people maybe return early, some people go further, and we need all the time taking care of in between. We need to make the speed one guide, need to take care, so I need to all-rounder. So we have 5 guides and 10 porters.
Okay.
We're total 15 Nepalese and then 20 foreigners. That means we are 35.
Yeah. So that's
they are all, excuse me.
Yes.
And they are all going to the Annapurna Circuit trek.
Annapurna Base Camp, this one.
Annapurna Base Camp.
Yes.
Base Camp. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll get onto circuit in a moment. I'll pop the map up for us to talk through. I'll just start going a bit quick. Oh, just muck that up. I'll just go through some. So that's the bags that your gear gets packed in. As you can see, there's quite a bit. Oh, I'm not very good at this, am I?
That's our own departure meeting. Yeah.
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 Oh, I keep clicking on the wrong thing. Wait on.
That's our demonstration day, and then distribute the bags for groups and briefing about trip.
That's dinner time by the look of it.
Yeah.
Let me just get down.
Yeah, it's being random. Yeah.
I'm not very good at this, am I? All right, you talk amongst yourselves. Well, I just I think we might get the map up, and then we can have a look at the Annapurna Circuit trek, so that we can specifically talk about that, because that's more of interest to the guys we've got on the event today. So let me bring up the map and then we can talk through that one as well. Now, can you all see the map of the Annapurna Circuit track?
Yeah, right.
Awesome. Awesome. Over to you, Dinesh.
Yeah. Okay, so let me go lead you through, okay? So, for example, we're in Kathmandu. Okay, nowadays the jeep, the road is reached all the way to here, even like further here, right?
So
but we don't suggest to.
Which way do we go?
This way.
That way?
You do counterclockwise, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
From the Bulbule, Jagat, Shamje, Darpani, Diang, Danikyu, Chami, Upper Pisang, Manang, Ekarka, Thorongla, Thorong Pedi, Thorongla. This is the high passes, and then came down to.
Can I just interrupt with my version?
Yeah.
The Thorongla Pass for me was where I zombie walked for quite a bit of time, because we started in the dark. I think it was like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, so we could get to the pass like, well, I think we were supposed to be there about 9, and I think I got there about 10:30. But yeah, that for me, that was like, oh my God, like, can I really do this? Can I do this? Can I do this? And then all of a sudden we were there, and I was like, yay. So that for me was the hardest bit on that one.
Can I tell a little bit about this trip?
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
I'll stop interrupting you.
Yeah, because I'm showing you like the road is reached already until Manang, or like even further this side. But we don't suggest to people, trekkers, to go direct to get here from Kathmandu because of the high altitude. So at least you should start your trek from this altitude, like let's say 1400. Because if you drive directly from Kathmandu to here, everyone got sick because of we jumped in same day, very long hike.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So you
normally.
Yeah. So if you go from Kathmandu directly to Manang, like there's a road there, but you're going from 1300 to 3500 in one day. So that you don't do that, right?
No, we don't. And then also it is a long way to drive. So we also it's impossible to go in the same day. Everyone will get very tired, and it is not like holiday. It will be like you are going somewhere. So that means, of course, if you start like walking from this type of altitude, you will be success to cross 5,460 meters here. So I saw some people go like, directly to here by drive, and then the next day they little walk to get Ekarga and then get sick and come back down. Because when we have a high altitude, there's the only one medicine is descent, coming down, right? If you have an altitude and if you go further up, you will get more sick. That means your life will be no guarantee. So you have to come back down. That means, so we better to go like slowly, and taking like a couple of one-day rest in Manang, and then explore a little bit on the side of the view, and then go like Ekarka, Thorong Fedi, and then as Michelle said, like early morning, go to like, I start to Thorongla Pass, which is the biggest day of trek, cross the like 5,460 meter, enjoy with the background of view with all this Annapurna, Manaslu, and then come down to other side of mountain Muktinath temple. It is like pilgrimage site, and also you will border with Upper Mustang Valley, and you will see different mountains in this side like Mount Dholagiri and many more. And then take, like, you have option here, like the road is already in Muktinath from this side also, so you can also drive back to Pokhara, or you can also take one flight from Jomsom to Pokhara. It's all alternatives. So some people I saw, they're just taking flight or driving, or if you are interested, still you can walk down to Tatapani as classic trekking trail. So if you do whole type, this what I'm trying to explain, this would be like 13-14 days. But some people do even less because of they can use the jeep or a plane from here. Yeah. Or they can go further down here.
When I went,
Dinesh, are the flights frequently available from Jomsom?
Yes, yes. The flight every morning they do flight every day, every morning.
And do we need to get the reservation in advance for that?
Yeah. Yes.
So if Rita, if you came with Dinesh and went with Nature Explore Trek, then that's what they'll organize all of that for you, and that will all be included. in the total cost.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
and then
sorry, I was going to say, if you're doing it yourself, then yeah, you'd have to reserve in advance.
yes.
Yeah, because when I did Annapurna circuit, I think we did it was about 17 or 18 days. So we took, not so much took our time, but we didn't rush any of the sections. And the part like coming from Johnson down to Tadapani through Gorapani and Poon Hill, that's really pretty as well. So it really does depend on how much time you have, because for me personally, if you're going to do the circuit trek, like not rushing it, if you can help it, is going to give you the best experience. And I guess that's probably like for most of the treks as well. The more time that you can spend and immerse yourself and appreciate where you are, obviously, but in the real life world, sometimes you don't have as much time as you would like. Yeah.
Michelle, how much time did it take for you for coming down from Thorangla to Muktinath?
From where? Sorry, from
From
Thorangla.
Thorangla Pass to Muktinath.
This section, yeah.
You're testing my memory, but I think it was like 6 or 7 days. Yeah. Because we did that, like I was in a small group of 5 people, and there was one part where
I think
we decided to take
like from Thorangla top to Muktinath.
Yeah, but there was one day where we decided we were all sick of walking, so we took the bus for the day.
Normally from Thorangla top to Muktinath is like 4 hours. If
4
you
hours.
I thought you were talking about Thorangla right the way back around. Sorry, I misheard you, Rita. Yeah.
And how steep is that coming down to Muktinath? Is the trek steep?
Well, it is steep down, so you should have to walk very careful and slowly. That means when you have your supporting guide and porters, they will help you to hand your, like, they will show you the trail, where is a nice place to put your footprint, and how to walk down. They will guiding you. This is the main and important highlight of your trek. That reason why you're hiring your staff. Taking care of your trip.
Yeah.
And then we have a night halt at Muktinath.
Yes, overnight stay in Muktinath.
And Muktinath to Jomsom would be how much?
By walk or by drive?
By walk.
By walk, like 4 or 5 hours, slowly. Yeah.
So that means the next day from Muktinath, we trek down to Jomsom, and from there we take a flight to Kathmandu or to Pokhara.
To Pokhara, there's no direct flight from Jomsom to Kathmandu. So, but you can make a connected flight from Pokhara, Kathmandu. You have to change the airplane.
We have to change the airplane. And do we get jeeps also from Jomsom to Pokhara?
Yes, you can get jeep.
We can get.
If
you can arrange for everything in case we travel by you?
Yes, we do. Yeah.
Okay.
It is, again, Rita, it comes down to how much time you have, as to where you get on the jeep or where you take your flight from.
So if you want to take the flight from Johnson, is it always ending at Pokhara?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. And how many hours is the flight?
It is only 25 minutes.
Oh, 25 minutes. Okay. So you're basically just saving 1 day?
Yeah. One, so when you get Jomsom, so this is your choice, you want to take a flight or drive.
Yeah.
There's always alternative.
Yeah. So how like if you were walking from Johnson, would you go down to Gorapani and then because from here then that's a sunrise one that you do. So
Yeah.
when you stay overnight at Gorapani, again, you get up at like, stupid o'clock when it's still dark. And you go up to Poon Hill for the sunrise, then you come back down there, then you come back down to here, and then you can get the Jeep or the bus down to Pokhara.
Okay.
And one more question, like before Thorangla Pass, which is the place where we get the night halt? Is it Thorang, that Peda or something which is called?
Yeah, Thorong Ferry.
Thorang Ferry, yes.
Mhm.
Do we have a night halt there?
Yes.
And how much time would it take from that point to Thorangla Pass? Just crossing over?
Yeah, normally it takes 3-4 hours, but all it depends on our speed. How long? How do we walk? So some people take like 5-6 hours also to get top. Some people do it in 3 hours.
That was me, 5 or 6 hours.
It's all about your speed, and then that means like we're not walking quick fast because of the altitude gain and landscape. So we will do slowly. Generally, it is noted 3 to 4 hours. Some people take 5-6 hours also.
And what would be the height of Thorang Ferry?
Pardon?
What would be the altitude at Thorang Ferry?
Thorong Ferry is like you can see here also 4,500 meters.
Yeah.
So we would be going up 1,000 meters approximately, 900 meters.
Yeah, this is quite long day, and definitely this is the biggest day of this trip. You're challenging with this like high altitude and like with the view, enjoying also, like at the same time you're doing so many things. So we always, that's the reason we highly suggest you guys have good preparation before you go this trip. Mentally, physically, and all the one gears, so definitely it's possible. Nothing is impossible.
Are you including the Tilochio Lake?
Yes.
During the trek?
Yeah, you can do like this way. Tilicho is from here, from Manang.
Where is it?
Yeah.
Oh, here it is. Here's the lake. Yeah.
And what would be the time taken if we cover the Tilochio Lake?
Another 3 more days.
3 more days?
Yes.
Okay. So one day we go to the lake, the base camp of the...
No, from Manang you will trek Shri Kharga.
Shri Kharga, okay.
Then second day you will trek to base camp and go to the lake. Okay, come back here. Third day you will trek all the way back down to Kharga.
Kharga.
You will meet in classical. Let's say like if you do like slowly, then it will be another like extra 4 days. If you do like as we saw, like just 3 days.
And we come back to Manang only.
No, if you do, if you want to go to the over Thorongla Pass, then you will not come Manang. You will go to Kharga.
This one.
Kharga. Okay.
Yeah.
And what would be the distance from Manang to Kharga?
If you just go classical route from Manang to Kharga, it is just 3 to 4 hours trek.
Okay. And is it a road or is it a trek?
After the Manang, it is like a trekking trail.
Like a trek. Okay. Okay, thank you.
That's okay. Anything else, guys?
No, fine. Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
All right. Well, I hope that's really given you an overview and some answers to some of your questions. And obviously, if you want some help in terms of putting together an itinerary or you have any other questions, feel free to reach out, because at the end of the day, what we both want is for people who come to Nepal to have the best experience possible. Now, whether you choose to do that with Nature Explore Trek or you want to put together your own itinerary, that's entirely your prerogative. But please draw on the experience and the knowledge of the people who are there and people who've done it before, so that you don't end up thinking, oh, I can do this in 1 extra day, but you're going to make yourself sick with the altitude and things like that.
Right.
The other thing I was just going to quickly mention too, in case you like watching videos of people talk, Dinesh and I have done quite a few different videos and little Facebook lives and events. So this is on my YouTube channel. If you look for Discover Your Edge, or if you search for Michelle Hill, there's lots here for you to watch. And then with your permission, what I had said when I set up the event too is that we do have a little document that I need to actually finish putting together, but it's about what you really need to take when you're trekking in Nepal. So I should have that finished in the next couple of days. So early next week, expect an email from me. And if you like, I can also include a link. So if you want to go back and watch what we've talked about at any stage, then you'll have it there as well. So thank you so much, both of you, for coming along and participating and asking lots of questions.
Yeah. Hey, one last question. If our group has like between 4 and 6 people, would we be able to just form our own group with like 1 or 2 guys, or do we have to kind of combine into other bigger groups?
Well, you can do your private trip with your group. So we will organize accordingly. When you have like 6 people, we will have one assistant guide and senior guide.
Okay.
And if you have only 4 people, then you will have one guide, the professional guide. Yeah, because of you cannot control that. But when we have 6 people, then we have assistant guide also.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So you can just come as your own group. Not do what I did, get on a plane and meet your group when you get there.
I mean, that's fun too, right? You meet other people. Right?
Yeah. It's all part of the adventure.
It is.
Okay, well, I'm going to stop the recording there.
Okay.